This cast is powered by Gamer Subs.
We do have Pills on red and Twice on blue here. We'll see how they want to start out. Looks like both teams are going to be going for a little bit different. It's going to be Twice going for that kind of aggressive flank push here. They are going to be able to get some people behind, but there's a huge soldier bomb in behind. He's going to be looking for this sniper on the roof, and he does get that pick huge from Aaron Trier here. Getting that sniper pick should allow them just to open up here a little bit. Get James some space here, see what he can do, but there's heavy exchange going on, and it doesn't go the way of the red team so far, but they're coming back here on Twice, getting some crucial picks straight away. QG down, James down, Adjay down, so that's all those pick classes down here. This is looking like this fight is slowly going towards Twice. They're not rushing it at all here, but they finally got their players on point here, and that first mid just kind of goes towards them. Just maybe slightly better positioning on that flank on those mids, just seems a little bit stronger than playing behind point.
Yeah, however, not rushing things will cost them in one way at least. They get the cap, not the medic. Sebastiani did go down in all this action on the midpoint, which means, not just eluding the midpoint, it will probably be quick re-engagement right away. It's just a matter of how they want to take this. Always interesting to see still. Ooh, actually, wait a second. Now when Force comes out early, Sniper and Pyro spot that guy way too late. I have a guy stood Force, but that's a Force well accomplished. Everyone's so far back on Twice entry. With a last-ditch effort, only gets a Sniper. Of course, a good kill, but not the one they need right now. Seth will get out alive, and just the same way they did just get the point with an Uber ad pretty quickly. They might be able to play that same game now on Twice.
Yeah, they're quite happy just to give this up as long as their medic stays alive. He does have slight Uber advantage, but he's not building it particularly fast. Only about 20% advantage. You'd hope for a little more. He should have had around 30 to 40% here if he was building well, so they need to kind of get this quick. Silver might even get the opportunity to get this, as they are playing so aggressive here on Twice. They're trying to take all this space. And the side of Pills are just playing so far back from point here. They just don't want to lose anyone. But there's Edge Cup coming out from this right-hand side, and there's just no one to really stop it. They're playing so passive here. Just give up that cap for free. They lose Aaron Trier as well. That was a big player in that first mid. So we'll see if anyone else can come in clutch, maybe get a Force coming out here. Hive does go down, so that's a soldier down, so no one to really worry about here. But now they've just got to come to play around these Ubers. Uber does come out from Pills straight away. It's so much later from Sebastiani. He barely has to use here. No real exchanges coming through on either side. They are getting some cap time while these Ubers go on the side of Pills, but they can't really find too much more. A couple players traded, but the positioning is looking slightly better for Pills here, but Del wants to come in and just go in. Is this a bit of too much of a risk? It seems not, as his backline just kind of fills in for him. Maybe a bit of a distraction so that Spy could get that pick onto James, and they have held onto the point on Twice this whole time.
Yeah, time's just ticking down mercilessly here. One more bit of aggression. They're finally having the team not just help with the bombers while up top of them, dealing really good damage. And there we go. The cleanup rocket will connect. The Pyro not able to airblast that one. Really crucial miss of Vlad, and suddenly it will all just come together real nicely. Just a sudden burst of aggression that Fresh Pills wasn't ready for. They thought they could sit behind point, get the Onuba up as well after the exchange. Not gonna have that luxury, and Twice's timer, like you said, just endlessly ticking down. Big minute lead already here, and 1 more minute to go, and they pretty much are done with the round here. It needs to be a quick comeback for Fresh Pills. They can't fall behind too much. The snipes are starting to land already. Big damage towards point. Get the gun down. Heavy will follow suit in the spawn queue here as well. That is a quick pick of work that might get them point, but you still have to watch out. Sebastiani already has.
Yeah, the big flip-flop of aggression happening there. They pretty much did exactly what Twice did there, did Pills in that last push. They kind of just all came in with that aggression, got that heavy, very aggressive on point, and there was no one to really defend the medics. He only really had his demo man. They decided they wanted to keep that Uber advantage. Still do have it, but it's 80% already on the side of Silver Master here. So if he can get this, this might be a worth pick. Nice pick onto Doubt. There'll be no Pyro into this Uber. This could be really clutch here. Silver Master 95%. No one on the point here. So this is a tragic, tragic Uber for Twice here, as they just have to scuttle away behind this point. They're just giving this up for free here. Ooh, Uber does get popped though. I don't know if Fuji's going to really be able to find something. Maybe call for this aggressive Uber. They should be able to get this demo man, but I think that's going to be about all they get, as they also lose a couple players in return on the side of Pills. So
it's just getting worse and worse. The snipe, the air blast, suddenly it was already looking rough, right? But better spawn time for the blue team helps them every time real aggressive, but it's just 2 more kills on top of that. There's nothing left alive to really hold spawn anymore, and Sebastiani and gang already back on the cap. I guess the medic not really so much for the longest time here. Got the Still Warrior for sniper sideline, but it looks like they actually want to hold fairly aggressive.
Yeah, Del goes down though, so this might be a little bit risky here. You can get a lot of spam with this soldier. We've seen Aaron Trier do some good things so far, so maybe if you can get an aggressive bomb into one of these key players to go really big. Here's getting his his buff now. Does look like he wants to find something. He just takes that fire on the flank, but they've taken down Broker, they've taken down Luca. This is looking so good for Pills. If they keep this aggression forward, it could be really good. Uber doesn't get popped out by twice here. They're losing their players straight away, though. The chase just came in so easily from twice. They just got in from every side of the point, and they just weren't quite counting those Ubers. Don't think they expected Sebastiani to have the Uber quite yet. There is a little bit of a fight happening here, just trying to make this timer tick down, get as much time on this point as possible without losing their lives, but I think they are going to have to give it up any second now. But they still haven't cut the point here.
Yeah, they're taking the sweet time, and I mean, they have a bit of time to spare here at the end of the day. You want to just be careful about it. There's still a spy lurking. Maybe there's a sniper just in a really unopportune spot, but right now it's just a couple damage classes trying to get them some early damage on the point. And I mean, they're putting up a little bit of a fight, but I don't think it's going to stop anything here. The cap came through already, and the Uber ad being the way it is right now is just going to make the last 30 seconds for Twice be a really rough go for Fresh Pills. They're going to have to just fight through this Uber disad as soon as they can. The longer this takes, the worse it gets. You barely have the time to get the Uber, but you still need to get overtime while that's all happening.
Yeah, Hugie just ate some big pills of his own there. Uber does get forced out by Sebastianity, so there will be a silver lining towards this fight. With only 10 seconds remaining on the clock here, and very few players left on the pill side, it looks very unlikely much is going to happen. There is a repush attempt coming through, though. It's the combo players of pills coming in, so these are the players you need right now, and they are getting good cut time. Illusioner might have something to say about this. He's not in a bad position, but he decides to back up here. Uber doesn't get forced out here. Cap not quite there yet. 45 seconds remaining, though. This should give Twice enough time to have one or two decent pushes here. They just need to kind of get in and find these crucial picks that they've been able to so far. And with these players so buffed up on this right-hand side of the point, it might just happen. I
was very impressed with how they handled the disad situation. Lost some people late, but still managed to get the cap here going just fine. However, James dying now is a huge problem. They have to fight the point immediately. They can't let this blue time go through, but where's the people to do it? Everyone's just getting forced back by really nice spam on the side of Twice, and it's a rough one to take here. Twice with the early overtime, able to clutch it down. That's a big first round, but it's still very close. So Fresh Pill putting up a fight, but need just that bit more to actually get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big issue with that last fight was James just did not win that SVS, and then for the second fight in the row, Hugie, it just kind of found 2 pills straight from Luca Enderman, and just kind of that's all your damage on point, right? They just can't really defend it, didn't have the space from it really, but we do see the same mid we saw last time from both teams, but the picks go much faster this time. No heavy though from Pills. They're losing kind of the more crucial players here, and Twice just seems to have slightly better positioning on this flank, and they do quite easily win this out, even with these last couple of players going down. It's just looking slightly better. Hugie does want to make some sort of effort to come back in, and actually with that Luca Enderman and Broken Pig, this is looking really huge for them here. They're going to get this point back straight away, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, Iron Tree was even poised to just go on the medic here, just didn't have the health in the air to actually fall down on the medic and still have something left in the tank to actually get the kill, unfortunately. But it's a turnaround at the very least here. Like you said, it's very interesting in like the early metagame development of this map to see how people approach playing like from behind a point, also from the flank when they have the option to. Very curious to see what teams opt for it when at the moment. However, no subtleties just now. Both teams just on point, trying to run at each other, as while the red team holding very aggressively. We've seen this once or twice from both teams now, sitting behind enemy shack, basically, right on the cap. Get some early exchange going. However, can't really stand their ground too much. Really good focus fire by Twice. Once again, getting good results. Late bomb in by Iron Tree, but the air blast will keep Sap alive just about. Late to Jefford by Vlad as well. Tries to jump scare the medic around to Shack, but everyone has eyes on that. They're keeping this one together. Really nice defensive play by Twice as they're approaching the point. Will all work out in the end. It's still early in the round right now, but they're gonna get away with a tiny bit of Uber and time lead now.
Yeah, it's looking really nice from Twice. I'm really enjoying these kind of pushes post-Uber. They stayed really nice and healthy. They decided not to take a super aggressive exchange on point there. Decided to kind of back up behind their own shack. They knew they had those players kind of on the flank, and they had that flank control, and they just allowed them to push through very aggressively and kind of force everyone back into their spy and sniper there on Twice. So I think they played that one really well here, but now they have to defend, and they've already lost 2 on Pills here, so this could make things a little more difficult. They're not the hugest damage classes, but Entree has been really good for them. But Hive and Illusion are going down to the pistol of Ajay here. Might turn the tides in this fight, as it is now going to give them a good opportunity to try to push forward. They're not going too aggressive, but now QG taking a lot of this space. Everyone kind of on this left-hand side. Glass cannon here. Uber does come out here, but it's exchanged straight away. Luca doesn't get any free picks in the end there. James somehow finding the spy pick in the end is going to look good for them here. But look at all this aggression they've got on point here but they do lose 2 players, so this is not so good in the end. Losing QG as well here. Just that over-aggression is going to lose them this team fight in the end, and they may have got point, but it doesn't matter too much when the enemy team can instantly cap it once more.
Why is Sam just standing still getting shot by a mini-sentry? It's like this man just wants to know if it's possible to die there. And you know what? Somehow it is, and everyone else body blocks eventually after he's playing with fire. That was the surprising turn of events. Fresh was starting this whole Uber exchange in a corner, basically. The whole flank busted already. Like Heavy Soldier pushing them into a corner, but they didn't let the combo get really over the point for the longest time here. Lets them get at least some good time out of this whole thing, but the post were, like you said, just over-eagerness will cost them quite badly, and back around it goes now. Point is blue once again, but the ad for Silvermaster just already reaching 100 as we speak. It's not a big advantage, but enough to boost their confidence here a little bit. Get on point early, right away get some cap time. Just gonna make sure you don't die just capping before you use, but looks like they want a little bit more than that. They're peeking so deep, they are looking ready to exchange, but it's all just debate. Silvermaster has to use so much later on this.
Yeah, Venom got really aggressive there and got that force. They were just looking slightly worse than Twice. James and Ajay got some nice early picks in that fight. Oh, and they actually find Sabasti Andy. That's exactly what they needed here. Hugie going huge here, but the bombs are going to come straight in onto the medic of Silvermaster. He does go down to a nice bomb by Hive, and there's so much aggression on Twice here. They've lost so many people on fresh pills. They just can't really do anything. There is a bomb in once more, but he cannot find the same success this soldier counterpart did. Sebastiani will hide in that dispenser and get away from that revolver of Ajay, so he's there to survive another day, and now this is looking good for Fresh Pills. Twice with only a minute left on the clock.
This time around, Seb knows how to dodge damage, I guess, if he really wants to put his mind to it. Look at that, really aggressive flank play as well. They're just hoping to catch anyone unaware, and they're walking over anyone who goes on flank. Heavy, Pyro, Engineer, anyone not on the beam just gets completely munched over. And if they want to take a fight on point now, it's going to be such a bad one for so much longer. Gives them time to rotate back as well to a much better position. And what's the red combo going to do? They're missing so many numbers here right now. Trade the Spice, I guess. That's not going to help much at all in the end, though. Heavy on a bad position, and Legionnaire has to dodge for a little bit there. That man will overextend in the end, and suddenly what started out so promising is them just kind of floundering the rotation a little bit. Fresh Pills gets a second chance, but it's a big comeback they have to make here. Luckily, they might have some time to get an Uber up, but they will really have to just win an Uber exchange now to get anywhere.
I feel like they got quite lucky there. I was watching a lot of that exchange on the Pills combo, and I feel like Hugie just should have died there, realistically. I mean, he got very lucky to live, and his meds somehow didn't die to a scout flanking as well. And then the rest of the team kind of came up clutch, got those picks when they really needed to. Here, Ubers have evened up. It was 15 seconds advantage. They did not use it on Twice, and now Ubers come out from both teams, and nothing too much happening. Very aggressive from Hugie on this point here. He wants to get any picks he can, and it is looking pretty good for him, but the heavy of Illusioner is coming up and getting a lot of pressure onto this point, so I don't know if he'll be able to really do too much against this sniper going aggressive, but it looks like they have kind of won this space war for now as they're starting to get this cap time. And Medics did not die on either team, so Uber's going to be about even here. Trier going for a bit of an interesting play there, trying to get anything he could here, but it doesn't seem to matter too much as 3, 2, 1 is ringing out on this timer. No one can get onto the cap, and that is 2-0 towards Twice. While these rounds are close, I don't know, Twice is just looking slightly better, especially, you know, on their rotation, seeing where they can pick these players out and just maybe playing on this flank a little more confidently than Fresh Pills are.
Yeah, certainly. That has been just a huge difference maker. I talked about it, right? Knowing how to use the flank effectively on this map, on a new map like this, I guess, as well, that you have not played nearly as much as some of the others, makes a big difference. Shown Twice to be pulling ahead. Also, Focus Fire just has been brilliant in all of these fights as well. We'll see if it matters on this mid-fight. Once again, they're approaching from the flank side here a little bit. Just seeing if this angle will do them any favors. Just now, late bomb in behind by Errantry finds the Heavy. Doesn't even quite get the kill, actually. Barely falls flat, still weak at point and will not escape either. Awkward one there, there's another snipe ringing out, and suddenly the picks are looking pretty good for Twice, who just rotated out again. Just playing with the option of being very aggressive on the flank, but for the time they actually make a play. Actually, they're falling back a little bit, playing passive for the later part of this mid-fight here. It might give Silvermaster a chance to live, but certainly with the numbers down they already are from that early aggression, not really a chance to get a win out of this one anymore.
Yeah, I think they just lost one too many players on Pills there. Hugie just could not find that space to really get aggressive on anyone over point. They did get some good initial cap time, but I think in the end that rotation from flank is just working out so much better on these mid fights. They haven't won a single one yet on Pills, so there's obviously something happening, and they want to come out of the Twice playbook here by pushing from flank. But Sebastiani only has to pop now. Silvermeister running back with 20% while this Uber is popped out. I don't know if he's even going to live here. He does have the Peaks Engineer a very feared man on his Widowmaker, but he doesn't even have his trusty weapon with him today. But it does look like he's going to survive for another day here. I say that as there is a chase coming in, but he's fine for now. But look how aggressive they are. They may as well be in spawn.
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly before this round started. They just have lots more confidence actually approaching this flank area, and look at that. They've just been holding forward here the entire time now. Constantly taking more and more space here. They're just not even letting them out of spawn all that easily right now. Not really... I can't really say that I've seen a forward hold on this map before with it being new and all, but this is making it look at least somewhat doable.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely see that in Pugs a little bit more when you'll go like that aggressive and, you know, try to get a pick or two, but they did a good rotation on Pills just going up to that cliffside area, which we haven't really seen them utilize a huge amount. Uber does get popped out here. Silvermeister on 98%. It does eventually get at that Uber, but they have already dropped 2 players from the combo here, so it's going to be much more difficult. James is also getting harassed in the backline by Manix. He will secure that kill here, but he wants more. He wants blood. He's onto QG, his For's teammate. Let's see if he can get him. Doesn't seem like he can. He's somehow managing to survive here.
Just about. Spyplay on the other side doesn't succeed either, so still not any clutch factor for Fresh Pills. At least they're not behind on Uber all too much, so it's not the end of the world in that regard, but the secondary approach pointed, there's just so much damage coming in again. At least they get the sniper out of it, but it's going to be a huge game changer needed right now to come back. Twice has been looking brilliant so far in this potentially final round of the map. They're approaching Pointy once again on Fresh Pills, getting a lot of cap out of Demo Man Sniper down, gives you a lot of space to work with. It looks like Twice understands correctly. Just playing passively is maybe what they need to see here. Let the other team overextend if possible, and look at that. The second they fall back, Fresh Pills wants not just Point, they want a little bit more, and everyone that's trying is just going down early. Soda down, Heavy down. Not immediate game changers just yet, but it's just adding up already, and look at that. The flank's just getting walked over again. They're not ready for the combo to play that area at all.
Yeah, this just seems to be a reoccurring theme, right? They get aggressive on point on Pills to take it. They want to see if they can get any cheap picks, so they're already 2 minutes down, right? And then the rest of Twice it just backs up perfectly. They don't even, like, take a second on that point. They just focus those players overextending, and they walk onto that flank every single time. They just take down that soldier and scout who are there alone, and they just seem so unready, always with their pants down, and it just allows them to get a free repush. Yeah, sure, they lose 30 seconds, but now look at it, they've nearly got 30 seconds back before they can even attempt a repush here from Fresh Pills, and they're not even in a great position as they're holding so aggressively on this point. Force does come out, it's an engineer force in the end. This is what UGV likes. He likes taking these aggressive positions, but no one really in a great position in this post. Orange goes in for something, but Rambo has something else to say about that. Sebastiani will go down to a nice snipe. James is actually kind of popping off, getting dealt as well here, so this is kind of what they need. But Hiver is being an absolute menace, gets QG down. Vlad went down as well to a mini sentry, so he's making it a lot harder here. 10 seconds remaining. This clock nearly on overtime here as they're just waiting for these last couple of spawners to get in. But this is going to be nearly overtime, so basically one clap for Twice and they win this outright.
Yeah, this is the final chance for Fresh Pills to somehow have to do it. They have an ad, but that's about all they have here. The second Twice captures, it's over. It's not quite overtime. It might as well be though with 1 second left. And as we see again, they're liking to approach from the flank side here, seeing what angle they can sneak up on the opponent's team here. And it's been doing so much work for them. Meanwhile, the snipes are still hitting from the other side. Really good job by Broken so far. There we go, the red flank finally timing through for play. Aaron Trio lands on the medic's head right away. Heavy distraction on top of that. But as good as the med kill is, and as much as they're weak for the time being, there's just so many people down, and they will sit here with much worse spawn time.
Yeah, they have to be pretty careful here. I think they do have a chance of defending
this
if they play this well.
Gets the medic instantly. Hyper was just waiting behind Vlad. Had no idea he was even there.
Yeah, I didn't even see that until it was too late. That Hyper just hiding in those backlines to get those nice 2 rockets, and that is just exactly what they need. I was going to say, they have a chance if they play this well on Pills and just wait for their spawns and just kind of deny this cap time as hard as possible. But you can't really do that when your medic just gets destroyed. Let's not talk about that as we are into this second map. It is going to be Pills on red and Twice on blue. Twice does opt to go for this Bats mid, while Pills just taking it over point here on Trier, that first person going down to that aggressive heavy. They're kind of playing sides here a little bit, but a nice pick by Ajay. Goes to that aggressive decloak and it works out well, but they're just taking so much space on Twice here and just haven't really lost anyone so far. They will lose Venom as well, so that's a no heavy, and that is a huge pick actually. It's going to really make them struggle here to get this repush unless James can find a hero shot, but he's just getting spammed out so much. Illusioner is just ducking and diving for his life, just trying to stay alive as long as possible. I think he's dodged 3 3 headshots so far. No one managed to cap the point here. That is looking like Pills might have a bit more of an opportunity to get aggressive here, as James does finally get that pick onto Illusion, and the rest of Twice just rotated onto Bats here, wanted to play a bit more passive. Uber does come out from both teams, an aggressive exchange just onto Luca. It's going to be a little bit better of an Uber to them, as they've only had to flash one player in here. Scout is getting involved here. We'll see if Menix can find anything really going up. They lose Vlad, they lose Shuji to a nice backstab in Axo. He had some great position there in the backline, and it is finally looking like Twice will win this very long mid fight.
I feel like I missed the memo there somehow. Vlad was busy blasting Seb out of the mid fight somehow, and it worked out in the end. They got the kill, true, but it's a lot of time spent getting people into arguably better defensive position than they were in originally. Going deep with the Uber the way they are certainly will fall apart here with the late kills flank, just making this all work out in the end. Twice taking charge after a rough start to the mid fight. Ooh, the damage is looking great. Luca doing so much damage for the team, having eyes on the flank here as well. Hiver gets yet another one, all looking good on that front here as well. Also, you talked about Omga on the combo. That man's on Force of Nature right now, so I don't know how much of that we'll be seeing today.
Yeah, apparently not as much as I was hoping for. Maybe more defensively, we'll see that.
Soda Popper, even, sorry. Not the same weapon, but...
Soda Popper. He was on that last map as well. Did not work out at all. Uber does come out from Pills here. They are getting the picks they kind of needed. They knew they had that Uber ad. Sebastiano will be nowhere to be seen, but they've definitely got the picks to be able to take at this point for now. And they're going to be looking to see if they can really get anything else. Orange Trey is in aggressive here. Can he find this sniper? Unfortunately, not today, but I do appreciate that aggressiveness from him there. I think that was definitely the right decision.
Yeah, it's gonna get the cap back to Fresh Pills now at the end of it all. However, it's not with a Uber advantage in hand, so it's a question of how long they can keep this. They're looking for the snipe. They need a big one here right now, and it's coming in too late. Broken finds James first. Sure, the backup comes through, but it's still a little too late what they needed here. You need the option for the sniper on the medic. Because with this Uber in hand right now, they're just getting easily over the point, and they're trying actually to do the full chase on the combo, getting good kills here already, but I don't think it's enough to Pyro waste enough time. The Silvermaster should be fine at the end. There's still a Scout even left that they have to chew through. That's a late death, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world for Fresh Pills. Bottom line is that this is just Twice getting more and more ahead on the clock now.
Yeah, I mean, Silvermouse had some good positioning there, managed to get himself nice and safely while the rest of his combo was playing a little aggressive. But look how aggressive Twice are here. They're literally holding in lobby. We've seen this team do it once before on Proot, but this is so BM to hold this aggressively. James going down as well, so there's no sniper. They do lose Delta, so they have to be a bit more careful. Uber does get forced out here. They want to go deep on this. They've got Omgar in the combo finally, but I don't know if he's going to be able to find anything. Just doesn't quite have the damage to find anyone in this combo at all here. And now Twice only losing their Demo Man and Pyro for that aggressive hold that just wasted so much time. Wasted that Uber that really got nothing. They finally get the point, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Hiver's in behind, so they've got that to worry about, and they might even give this up for free if Twice wants to go aggressive here.
We'll see a sniper back in the action, and oh, look at that. James instantly gets the perfect opportunity. That was just timing working out miracles for the sniper main there, and this might just throw them for a little bit of a loop here right now. Timer is still taking down for Fresh Pills even. They never did get the recap, trying to just approach point just now. And getting back on it now will just waste even more time, so Fresh Pills catching up a little bit, he catching a break, but the captain's already there, so by the second go around, it will do it, but the U advantage on the side of Fresh Pills might still put this all together here. This has to be a good one right now. They really gotta make sure of that, otherwise this timer is just gonna go deep into the final minute as we speak already.
Yeah, I feel like they have the numbers just to kind of take this for free. They only need to really worry about the bombs. They seem like they want to secure all these picks. They wanted to get Luca, but he manages to sticky jump away. And they've even lost James during this Uber, so they're going to get absolutely nothing with this Uber. Now Silver's in a worrying position. Spy is on him. It's a 2v2 shot from Axio getting that pick, and they didn't even get cap.
They didn't even realize Hiver was there to begin with. That man just turned heads. The Spy gets in for free of that completely. They had no idea what the flank was up to during any of this on Fresh Pills. They had so much free space due to an early Uber, but they still didn't know what was going on at all on the map. And this is already starting off like a huge collapse on the side of Twice, and they don't even need to defend the point much. They just get the kill before they cap, and with the even hand now, they can just pretty much pop on point and win the round.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining. Wow, more like 20 even now for Twice. And they are just getting these last couple of spawners coming in. It's going to be Illusioner and Luca should be able to get in for this final fight, as Pills only just coming in through this shutter door aggressively here. Get their mini sentry down early, so they should be able to get a little bit of cap time if they want to, but Uber comes out straight away. Vlad doing a great job of reflecting things early, but they do manage to pick down James, broken on a 4 kill streak, and they're just getting picked after this Uber so well here. Positioning just looking great from Twice. They're trying to have a fight going on here, are pushing them back, but I think the heals are just going to be that much better. Illusioner gets healed up, walks forward, and that is all she wrote for this first round, looking so dominant for Twice.
It's so frustrating to being in this position. You're so close to getting an Uber charge, but you just have to go a point. Like seconds before it's ready. The last final blow there, he 3v'd with 97 on the beam, having to go to point, but just not standing a chance, gets melted. Even then he would have been outnumbered. Price, once again, much like we've seen every single round so far, in really, really good endgame positions for these final few seconds. And once again, coming through clutch here, get the first round, 2 more to go, and they're not even going to drop a single point tonight.
Yeah, they've been looking so strong this game. Broken. Oh, gets Silver Master and James, so there'll be no medic, no sniper here. There is a bomb in from Arentry, managed to secure that pick on Sebastian. That's exactly what they kind of want to be able to stay in this game here. It's probably going to be this first cap going towards Twice once they finish off these last couple of picks here, but I don't think they're going to be able to really get much more. Onga's trying to be a little bit of a fly on the wall here, see if you can find anything. He's just buzzing around trying to be annoying. But does eventually get picked out by Broken. And that is the first mid once again going towards Twice. Arentry has come in trying to get a little bit cheeky, but Del, he's ready for those reflex. He doesn't lose those.
I mean, to credit Fresh Pills here, after instantly losing Sniper and Medic on a mid fight, they still made this last quite a long time here, but in the end, a long cap for Twice is still a successful one in the end here. Get the timer going for the first 30 seconds already, with slight Uber advantage as well. It's not all that big a problem just yet, but we've seen how fast it can spiral before in this matchup right now. And look at that, Luca just on the roof hitting so much damage to the entire enemy combo, just having the time of his life dealing damage to them all. They need to be very careful where they go. And it's making it a nightmare getting early cap time so far for Fresh Pills, which you'd love to play around on the Cove maps as well before you have the Uber. Just pressure and see if you bait anyone out of position. Not a chance on that so far.
Yeah, actually just got a nice pick onto the sniper there, so there will be no Broken. They're going to feel a bit more confident on Pills to walk forward here. They are playing quite passive in this corner. Boo do finally come out to block this point here. Ubers are exchanged. Not really looking better for anyone so far. Menix and Illusion are going down here. It's going to be looking slightly better for Pills if they want to come in aggressive. They are going to lose Del. Finally, but he manages to get that nice reflect onto Arentry and a headshot as well onto Vlad. That's going to make things a lot more difficult for Pills. They do decide to just kind of give it up. It's only Venom that can really do anything. Oh no, the backstab failed as well. He couldn't get anything. Poor Adji. And just go straight back to Twice. It feels like whenever they get a good thing going on Pills, they just lose those couple of crucial players that they need to keep alive.
Yeah, it's just bad. The second round loss on map 1 was just the breaking point, and Twice is just completely ahead at this rate here. There needs to be some big change, and I don't even know what it's going to be at this point here. Just outplaying them every step of the way. Really nothing short of that will do it at this point. This Uber certainly will not be really any of that right now. Get a couple with the beam here, but can't really chase deep enough to get to the medic step. Will be getting his Uber just fine. However, actually choosing not to wait for players here. Without Demo, without Pyro, they're just getting the scout on beam, try to chase what they can. Still a little too late here. Try to play fast, still not fast enough, unfortunately. Most of the combo escaped, but who cares if they never actually had the time to do that Uber to recap the point. Twice is still getting the better end of the Uber fight.
Yeah, they've got the better end of the stick once more in this fight. I think they were hoping they could get, you know, a little bit aggressive, maybe get that Silver Master pick, but in the end, all they really needed was really one combo pick or one person who could keep them off a point there, and they just managed to block it for long enough that they got their spawners up who they did need, and now they've got a great hold going. They're going to try to get aggressive on this point, get their sniper aggressive, does get Venom down early there, so that'll be a note heavy, not the biggest pick in the world, but look how much this pressure is doing just to disrupt things. There's absolutely no chance of getting a repush when they're playing that aggressive. The Uber does finally come out here, but they backed up so much on the side of Twice here. Sebastiani is going to be looking pretty all the way in this back lobby area here. He's got to be a bit careful being this aggressive though. There is always a chance you can get caught.
I guess it's not something we haven't seen before out of them in this match as well, right? Aggression like this, just going really deep early, try to force them out well ahead of time. Was something we saw last map as well, once again shining free a little bit, and you're playing with a certain margin of error, I suppose, like you just said. The medic needs to be really careful there, but like the second Uber came out, it was Sebastiani just completely gone out of sight. They perfectly knew what they were doing here, and it looks like that will just get them to the end of this one here. Uber does come out, and any cap him at all will just win him the round here. However, a couple of people do die. There might be still a fighting chance, but oh no, Broken disagrees with me heavily there. Actually, instantly someone tries to peek point, but they're not letting them.
No, Broken, Axio. Oh my god, this man doesn't miss. Yeah, they just do not want this fight to go any other way. He's absolutely securing this. How does he... He's hitting absolutely everything.
This is not normally.
No, I don't know. Have you seen Broken? I don't know if you can open the scoreboard here, but if we look at Broken, 47 points, James 12.
I mean, legends might say this might be a skill issue, but, you know, at the same time, they're also losing to a guy with Babyface Blaster, so I think the skill diff discussion is kind of already answered at that point.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a little bit of trolling going on here in the end of this, but they just do keep consistently losing these players. Broken has been an absolute pick master. His team playing around him very well. Broken once again getting that early sniper pick, exactly what they needed twice. Mixed it up a little bit on this mid. It's actually worked out quite well, countered the change that they made here on twice, and they just got so much presence on point, and they just cut that cap straight away. They just really can't answer with anything here on Pills. They just have absolutely no space. Omga going down as well. That's not what you want at all. You need your scout up, and it's just delaying things more and more. You know, these 10-second spawn waves, they might not seem like much of the time, but they really, really add up, especially when a game matters this much for them.
Oh man, Errantry tried to go for the meme spoon, but just got air blasted back into the sky and shot down with yet another power air shot as well. Rough time for the Red Soldier. Uber exchange does come through here, but they're not able to take good position through it just yet as well. Have to worry about the flank, I suppose, still, but don't think that's going to be fast enough to matter just now. Ooh, maybe I'm wrong, actually. Spy comes through, gets at least one of them. Misses the heavy, though, but it's all just a bait. James will peek on in the distraction. Everyone's turning around, not looking for him at all. Get a key med kill here, but they're losing so many that, I mean, sure, this will be bad from here on out. They're not going to get the cap of it just yet, though. This will take a sweet amount of time just now, and by that point, Twice is already halfway done of the round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, already a minute down on this clock, and it's not really looking like they have a huge plan here to make any sort of comeback. Silvermaster does have a little bit of Uber advantage though, so this might be the opportunity they need, but they've been using so aggressively so far, and it just hasn't really worked out for them. Orange wants to go in for a cheeky pick early. They do manage to distract enough to get Broken, so they should just be able to get actually this cap for free here. They lose 2 for 2 on both sides, so I think they'll be pretty happy overall on Fresh Pills, taking this point, keeping the Uber, and I assume they'll want to do a forward hold here.
Maybe so. We haven't seen them be able to hold aggressive like this too much before this map. Just mostly having to catch up desperately, I suppose. But maybe this can show off some stuff they got here, practiced out. Looks like so far it's just Venom forward that's doing the work here, just now turning this into a much better position than it started out being with that kill. But it's a lot of work to do here if they want to catch up. They're still a minute behind, and as long as Step doesn't have yet, they probably don't even want to aggress that far just yet anyway on Twice. But that wait is long over already here. They have a medic at 100, a scout on 100 somehow as well, so it's go time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they want to take this in aggressively. Look at this. There's a speedy scout. He wants that Uber. He did lose a bit of his speed, unfortunately, but he's going to be able to chase to the world's end here, as he's absolutely going a Mach 10 here. He's a super storm, but Ubers do come out from both sides here. Is Venom aggressive on point? We'll see if he can really find anything. Looks like he's going to be pressured out here straight away. Now this is looking pretty good for Twice, but they are overextending a little bit here. Pick's kind of going towards the side of Pills finally for once in these team fights. They do lose a bit on both sides, but Twice lose Sebastiani while Silvermaster manages to live once again. So this round looking a lot better for them.
Alright, so this will get them into the picture a little bit, I suppose. Halfway through on both timers now. It's been the best it's been looking so far. Maybe focusing so much on getting a speedy scout has just kind of distracted them from playing the rest of the game well on Twice for the time being. I don't know, might be part of the problem, I suppose, but it's not like any scout is on Scattergun at the moment, so who knows where the blame is to be put right now. The sniper matchup certainly has been starting off a little bit better for James this round. However, as I say that, just lose a 1v1 here, and they're all in on that immediately here, getting a lot of belayers onto the point. Blue cap time is coming in. They're trying to get this cap back as soon as they can, but it's not enough to force the Uber out just yet, and I think that really was the end game just now. Not getting that will just buy Fresh Pills more and more time, and they're getting to the final minute already.
Yeah, they played that very well, actually. Kind of would going for those players who want to go aggressive. Oh no, Sebastiani is going to be caught out there. He was so close to his Uber there, 95 100% on his Uber, and they just did not expect him to go so aggressive there. It's really well played by Hugie. They will lose a couple players, probably going to have to back out of this fight initially, but I think if they play this smart, they're going to have a good repush here. They don't even want to give it up though. They want to keep all the cap time they can. 30 seconds on the clock here, but so much cap time for Twice that if they breathe on it, they're basically going to get it. But James getting broken there might be what they need to take this refight. Still, the point has not gone towards Twice. They're really trying to get it, but now the damage is coming through. They are trading a couple players from both sides, but they do have the sniper of James on their side to just kind of put the pressure where they need to on a fresh build. They're going to get this cat back straight away here. Highlander has a job to do if he's going to do anything here. Just trying to play around this side, see if he can get anything. Can't today, but now 13 seconds remaining. They're in okay enough position on Twice to try to get this repush, but this might be the first round they lose in this series.
Yeah, there's another sniper pick coming through as well. Nice shot by Andy. James really activated this round. Man's just too angry to lose at this point, and Diva does come out to just deny anyone access to point. Fresh builds might have gone down unceremoniously 3-0 last map, but they're putting up a fight this time around, despite actually this map as a whole starting off a whole lot less competitive. The first two, they're waking up late, but at least they're waking up at all here. Maybe there is still a fighting chance left of them? I don't know, it's still a long ways to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think their holds have just been looking like that was a really nice hold. They played it really well, they kept their medic alive, they kept, you know, good players while kind of keeping that point contested. You can't really ask for much more here. We do see a bit of a different mid from both teams here. It's going to be the ramp being played for once on Twice here. So it's going to be them in the driving seat probably a bit more to try to get some aggression going, but Hugie does not like that. This man likes to press W as much as possible, and Broken will take down James along with that nice little scattergun shot from NX, taking him down into headshot range here. So it's going to probably be looking a little bit better for Twice here as the first cap does come out for them. That sniper advantage is going to be doing work here, but now they're going to be careful. Illusion are going very aggressive, do lose him, but Vlad going down as well as Orange is going to make things a lot more difficult. But look at the damage coming out from Hugie and Venom here. Absolutely huge from them. Great focus fire to get those picks here. And, you know, well, 20 seconds came off the clock. This is exactly the position they want to be in. Even Ubers, Sebastiani is going to have to use that Uber first, right? Twice. Have not looked great in this position on the previous round, so we'll see if they mix anything up here now.
Yeah, it's surprising that both of these relics actually got out of this one alive somehow, but I guess good news for Twice. Losing the point here will still get them quick into a replay on the cap once again, and they're not holding back just now. Instantly in with Duba Exchange, not wasting any time here. Manix notably back to Scattergun. That might have something to do with things that have been happening right now, but whatever the case, Axie popping off as well, just picks apart what's left on the combo that wasn't beamed. 2 picks with that alone here, and they're just getting deep out of the point, trying to bully them back. Heavy, obviously too slow to get out in time just now. Medic at least escapes, but that's still everything else walked over post over really nicely by Twice. Get the point back, and look at that. We've seen them go aggressive before, and they're taking their chances with it again, just all the way into enemy lobby.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed, right? I don't think they were expecting Axio to come so late into the Uber fight to go for those picks. They were all kind of getting ready for that refight, looking towards point, and just did not expect that spy to come so aggressive into them so late. And now they're kind of losing a lot of players into this forward hold that Twice was trying to set up. They lose Orange Red, they lose Hugie, so that's a lot of their splash damage classes going down, so it's going to really delay things here. This is exactly how Twice like to play, just kind of ticking it down this clock slowly but surely. We do still see Silvermeister coming up to that Uber now, so we're going to see an exchange. They haven't really worked out when they've been going super aggressive with these trades straight away, so maybe they wanted to try to go for this sniper pick early. Ajay going down will probably be an issue though, because he's been the one getting those picks a lot of time. Hugie just going to stand on 3 stickies and not care. But now
sometimes you just got it like that.
Yeah, sometimes the stickies just go invisible, right? And you can't see them at all, and what's happening. But the Uber exchange kind of goes as predicted. They overextend, they can't flash everyone in the Uber they need to, and Twice is just able to walk over point, have that better focus of fire on those players. Orange Ray once again getting denied. I don't think this man has got 1 pick with his super aggressive bombs as the combo this map.
Alright, well, it looked a bit roughy for the last few minutes, but Twice is pulling confidently ahead once again. Get the sniper pick once again as well. James can be popping off all he wants if he's not alive. He's not getting a chance to do anything, I suppose. We'll get them here. Nice comfy. Oh, never mind. Not comfy at all. Like I was talking about. You're not watching group for 1 second. And these soldiers are just in on that right away. Same for the scouts, though. Manix getting in here in return, and they're not falling back fast enough. They were so happy about getting Kaplan here. They did not anticipate the sack wave coming in that quick.
I feel like I'm the anti-caster's curse. As soon as I say someone hasn't been doing something, they do something, right?
You just need to be everyone's biggest hater.
Yeah, who am I hating on next? We just gotta find someone here. So they're gonna absolutely pop off. Surely Huji is gonna drop the medic with a sticky trap here. Because he hasn't done it at all this game. It does look like they want to get aggressive already. Keeping this scout on B, Menek's going to be the forward frontier, but they take down Luca, Hiva, and Axio all going down. Silver Master will be a casualty, however, for the side of Pills, and they can't find Sebastiani in return here. So while, you know, this repush isn't necessarily going to go into their favor straight away, I think if they take their time, they're just going to win this one out on twice. Ooh.
Oh, and said,
No way he gets it!
Okay, well, you know what you'd pick now for NG of the Season award instead of Clark for the 20th time? Maybe we need to reconsider.
Yeah, I mean, that should never happen, right? Beach just walks around the corner, gets the 2-shot. That's kind of what this man has been known for, coming up the divs, is just being an absolute rat, especially on this map. You can never, you know, trust him to not be somewhere where you might be pressuring onto the medic. So now it's looking good for Fresh Pills. They want to get this cat time as they're already a minute down. Chuji going over aggressive though. Might be a big issue here. They should be able to get this cap, but they want to chase so deep for this pick, so they've lost James as well. They do get Sebastiani with a nice backstab, but they need to be a little bit careful. There's 10 seconds left on this clock. They're waiting for their final 2 spawns before they get the cap time here, but it's 3 seconds left for twice. They've got over a minute, and Silver Master going down, so that headshot from Broken is exactly what they don't need.
Yeah, the captain's so rough right now. So look at that, they're not even wasting time waiting for Seth for any of this. They're just taking the fight right away to point, just with better spawn time here. They're gonna get the medic sooner anyway, and anyone dying for fresh builds might just be gone for good with how long they have left to go here. NG down already, at least they got a counter frag. Sniper is still getting another one here as well, just about to get Luca too. Maybe they should have waited for Heatsy a little bit, because James is making this really difficult for anyone who has any less than 150 left to go. But the inevitability of an Uber advantage still being able to come up in this little time is just a huge threat for Fresh Pills.
Yeah, it's really a looming threat here. We'll see if they decide to go on it. They definitely have time to build it if they want, but Silver Master has been building really well so far this game. Only a 10% disadvantage at this point, and if he continues playing like this, they should be okay, but it looks like they're already dropping down. They're looking to get aggressive on this point, get some cap time for free while these Ubers are not in play. Obviously a risky move, but can definitely work out in your favor if you play it properly. Illusioner going down though might be an issue, but a nice snipe from Broken will get James, so they have nothing to really worry about. Uber does come out from Sebastiani. He played that so well at getting it a little before. They do finally have it, but these are not really the chasing classes you might like here. They got to be a little careful on this refight. They are going to have much worse spawners. 1 second on the clock, but they have all this cap time from Twice, so they're going to keep this point going, and the picks are just going all towards Twice here. They have nothing more to show for it, as the final cap should be coming out from Twice here, and that will be a 3-1. I have no real closing remarks for this tonight, Dom.
I mean, it was fun.